Forward Captain Faustius, the anguished seraph of the Celestial Gate, leads his troops against the Ork masses. Faustius has been sent to deal with these Ork menaces, and to ensure that they are wiped from the face of the planet. Welcome to SoloHammer, 3rd edition. Alright, so I did say we're going to be playing Age of Sigmar this month, but I do have the day off today for some reason, so we're going to sneak in a little bit of 40k 3rd edition, because it's fun, and I want to play with my new models, which includes this Kit Bash I made. He is going to be basically a force commander with Thunderhammer, Jump Pack, and other things, but he's just going to hit really hard. He's going to be leading this little army. We have one tactical squad with a heavy weapon option, we have a jump pack team, and we have just some regular Space Marines with bolters. Over here we have my typical orcs. We have a war boss with his Powerclaw and Slugga, and then we have one unit of what's it called? Not Slugga boys, Choppas, and then a unit of Shooters. This unit will be melee, that will be shooting. And then we have a big cannon, which is being operated by 3 Grots. You can't see the other one. It's on the other side. And they will just be firing shots over the board. In any case, my one-winged Golden Angel will be trying to prevail over Captain Uriel's defeats that he had been suffering through for the past months. Alright, first things first, initiative, let's see who goes first. Red is Blood Angels, blue is Orks. Of course. Let's try that again. Alright, Orks go first. With Orks going first, we're going to just simply move them up the board to say hi to the Space Marines. Alright, now that they have moved up from their position over to this, we're going to do some things. This unit of Orks is going to actually advance, or run, or whatever it's called, 3rd edition. They're going to move up just so that in the next turn they can maybe charge. And then everything else is going to try to shoot off. So these Orks are going to run 4 inches. Okay, whatever. They're not shooting, so it doesn't matter. I'm also going to run up that unit just because only 4 of them are throwing fire, and I want more of them in next turn. If possible, if they don't get blown up. And they're running. It's better than nothing. So my tiny big gun battery is going to fire its cannon crack grenade thing into the captain. And it uses the blast template, so it's going to see how much damage it does. So putting it over the captain, to the best of my ability, I clip one of the jump packs. So let's see if it, so that's hits. So what I say one. Alright, so the blast is strike 5 against toughness 4, so we need 3s to wound. They both wound. It's only AP 5, and they have a... So the captain has artificer armor, and so he has a 2-up save, and the Marine has a 3-up, so they get the normal saves. Yeah, they're both fine. And that is going to end Orks turn 1. They were able to do nothing but move up. But what are you still doing on there? But it is now time for Space Marines turn 1. Immediately everything's going to move up. Space Marines are going to move up into cover so they can start blasting at them. This unit is going to do the same into them. And then they are going to jump as far as they can go. After completing their movement, we're going to now shoot. This unit is going to fire their bolters into these Orks. Not the rocket launcher because he moved this turn and he's hoping to stay put until next turn, hopefully. This unit is going to start shooting all of its bolt pistols into this unit. Ignore the weapon on him. He doesn't actually have it. He just has a Thunderhammer, so yeah. And then these units are also going to shoot their bolters. There's a range into this unit of Orks. At least the 3 dudes on top so can actually see him. I don't know if those... Yeah. Maybe. Alright. 5 shots from the bolt pistols hitting on 3s. That could have been better. Strength 4 against toughness 4, so wounding on 4s. Alright. It's AP 5 against their t-shirt save of 6, so they immediately just plopped. Hopefully this unit will do better. They can fire their bolters into this unit of work. The 2 in front are within rapid fire range, the 2 in back are not, so it's going to be 6 shots hitting on... Same thing as I believe... 3s? Yeah. 3s to hit. That's a lot better. 4s to wound. Get off my finger. Get. Alright, two more die. Just pop and pop. Lovely. Only these two Marines are actually within line of sight and range to actually deal with the Orks, so they're going to fire their bolters into them. Actually, no, they're the only one that can fire it at rapid fire range. The dude in the back can also fire. Alright, 3s to hit. Alright. And 4s to wound. Okay, and then 2 more Orks go splat. Well, with 2 more Orks splatted, we're going to move on into the charge phase. Because I can. Alright, so we're not charging very far. We're just going to have these jokers charge into them. They had successfully charged, and now we're going to do a little pylon move. Alright, so the person with the high initiative is actually our one-winged captain, so he's going to go first. But he can't, because he has Thunderhammer, and he basically goes last. But it basically increases his, what did it do again? So basically the Power Hammer is a Thunderhammer. Thunderhammer is basically a Power Fist that doubles the weapon's, doubles the user's strength, which means he goes from strength 4 to strength 8. It does call him to strike last, though. But the Power Hammer, how it works is, when he hits someone with it and they don't die, they don't get to move the next phase. So, yeah. So that means these guys get to go first. Alright, the Jump Pack Assault Squad into them, hitting on this weapon skill 4 against weapon skill 4. 3s to hit. Oh, not bad. Strength 4 against other 4, so 4s to wound. It's better than nothing. And the Orks get a 6 of save. No, 5 of them are just destroyed. The boys remaining are going to get their attacks in on the Space Marines. 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. Okay. Wounding on 4s. Okay. And the Marines get a 3 up save. And, oh, one of them actually goes down. Holy moly. Okay. Captain Faustus will finally get his round of beatings. And he hits hard. So he has 4 attacks base plus 1 for the charge. That's 5 attacks. And weapon skill 6 against weapon skill 4. I think he's hitting on 2s? 3s. You can't hit below a... You can't hit below a 3. 3s to hit. Okay, that could have been better. But he is currently strength 8 against toughness 4, so it's... 2s to wound, insta-death. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Only 1 went through. Alright, so at the end of the battle, I think the Ork may have lost the bout, so he's going to have to roll to see how good his leadership is. He's, it's going to be -4, because he's outnumbered 4 to 1. To his leadership of, oh god, 7? Alright, so can't roll 4 or higher on 2 dice? Oh yeah, he's running. How far he running? He's running pretty far. He might be off the table with that. No, well. Do we catch him? No. I don't know why. Wait. We have wings. It's 3d6. Wings, jump packs. I guess we're just not catching up to him. That's a fast Ork. At the end of Space Marine's turn 1, we were almost able to wipe out an entire unit. Almost. I guess Lord Faustus just couldn't perform with his Thunderhammer. Either way, let's move on to Ork's turn 2.
I can't believe you out here running. What are you doing, man? What are you doing?
Alright, so at the beginning of Ork's turn 2, we're going to find out if this dude can regroup. But he needs to have over 50% of the starting strength. And he's all by himself. So he's just gonna scuttle off the table. But we have movements to do, so everybody's gonna just move forward. Alright, moving forward, moving up. Either way, it's gonna get messy.
This unit is going to fire all their shooters into this unit.
Alright, 14 shots from the boys into the Space Marines, hitting on 5s. Why do they have such a low blow skill? But Jovis, that's why you need like 20 or 30 Orks so you can get actual firepower. I can't afford 20 to 30 Orks. Wounding on 4s. They still wound pretty well though. I'll give them that. Three save. Really? Alright, 2 Marines go down. Holy mulligan. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think that happened. Anyway, we're gonna move on to this thing. It's gonna fire its cannon way into this unit over here. I'll fire the template right into the middle of the unit, so we're catching about 4 of them? Yeah. So it's strength 5 against toughness 4, so it's 3s to wound. 2 wounds, that's not bad. And they need 3 up save. 1 goes down. Holy mulligan. Alright, at the end of the shooting phase, we were able to get rid of actually 4 Marines. 2 from there. Wait, no. 3 Marines. 2 from there and 1 from there. Impressive, my orc goblins. Especially because that one goblin. Actually, you're not manning it. Is he manning it? He might be manning it. That little goblin shot and killed a space marine. He's gonna be so happy. If he survives, at least. Alright, so, charge phase. The warlord's gonna actually see if we can charge into this madness. Mainly into Lord Faustus. It's a 6-inch charge. He's getting in. And he can't charge into them because it's over 6 inches, and what's gonna charge into them? So, Faustus is not part of the jump pack unit. So, Faustus is all by himself in this fight against the Warlord. The Warlord has a Powerclaw, which, just like Faustus, means that they fight last. But since they both fight last, we're gonna have them fight at the same bloody time. Hence, so this clash should be fun to go at the same time. Powerclaw versus Thunderhammer. Alright, so Lord Faustus, he needs 3s to hit, and the War Boss needs 4s. Actually, need to add 1 more to the Orks, because he charged. Alright, lovely. Alright, so they might just kill each other. So, hold on, let me think. The War Boss is strength 5. No, the War Boss is strength 10. Because his Power Claw gives him that bullshit where it doubles the strength. So War Boss is strength 5, so he goes strength 10. Faustus is strength 4, and which means he goes up to 8. So I think I need 2s. So they both need 2s. And I'm going to assume whoever rolls a 1 loses. They kill each other. I don't know. Since they both only have toughness 4, and it's double they just nuke each other. They're just gone. Sorry, Marine. Collateral damage. When an unstoppable force goes against an immovable object, they just clash and like everything they were is just decimated. Anyway, during Orcs turn 2, they were able to bring down 3 Marines and the captain. So, we're gonna move on to Space Marine's turn 2, and hopefully we will wipe out more stuff. Yeah. Alright, we're first gonna start moving stuff, so jetpacks are gonna go into there, these mats are gonna move out, and then they're gonna stay put because they gotta fire that big gun. Alright, so the Space Marines have moved up, the jump pack assault marines are ready to unload into some grots, and it is time for the boom. We'll be starting with the rocket launcher into the Orcs, getting about 3 of them with the blast marker. Strength 4 against toughness 4, so 4 to wound. 1 more. It is AP 6, so they do get their save, so 6 up. And 1 goes down. The remaining 6 Space Marines are going to fire their bolters into them, hitting on 3s. Alright. And wounding on 4s. Alright. It's AP 5, so 5 dudes are just destroyed. The assault squad is going to fire their bolt pistols into the unit of grots. There's technically 3 of them. There's 1 on here, 1 on the other side, and the one I paid for to get 3 wounds, so. Alright. 3s to hit. Okay. Strength 4 against toughness. What the hell is the toughness of these damn grots? 2. Wait a minute. That's strength 4 against 2. That's instant death. That thing's gone. At the end of the shooting phase, we were able to decimate most of the orcs over there, and the cannon is gone. Now, charge phase. They're gonna move into him and kill him, because there's no way they're not gonna. They have 1 attack each, +1 for the charge. So they're just gonna chew him up and spit him out with instant death because they have strength 4 against his toughness 2, so he's dead. They're consolidate, jumping down. Their next turn, actually no, not even next turn. They're gonna fail their roll save. Actually, they're not in combat, so -1 to leadership of 7. So 6 gotta roll higher, lower than 6. How does it do again? The score is equal to or lower than the pass. Okay, we're going on to Orks turn 3 apparently. But am I really gonna play this now? They can't really do much. I guess they can shoot to somebody. Hold on. 2 shots hitting on 5s into the jump pack. No. Yeah, if they charge the jump pack, they're just gonna be destroyed. If they try to move, they're gonna get shot at by both two units. They're gonna blow it up, even though he's gonna come back around and start. Yeah, this is a Space Marine victory, which is fun. Very fun. In any case, I would like to thank you all for playing. You guys aren't playing. I'm playing by myself, called SoloHammer for a reason. Jovis is losing his mind today. It is starting to get warmer here, and I don't like the heat. So, as usual, thank you for watching. Like what you see here. Comment down below your thoughts. I gotta go plan for tomorrow's game of Age of Sigmar. Tell me if you liked my new units. The little tiny little cannon with little goblins. Very cute. And, where is he? Captain Faustus. My one-winged angel. With a thunderhammer. All decked up to go kick some ass. In any case, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.